the reason why I got so hungover, and it's not because we were actually drinking that hard. See, this is what happens when you want to do the right thing.
I got to hear what this right thing you were trying to do.
I was trying to go back and take to bed. Because I was already hanging out with my cousin, and then Cody got just happy and just decided like I'm just gonna miss my flight.
Oh, he did.
So he just booked another one.
Okay, but he lives in L.A.
Yeah.
He could drive it if it came down to it.
Yeah, it ain't like me where when I missed my flight, I had to catch one flight and then didn't even get the chair I paid for and had to sit in the middle between the dude. Yeah, layover. Yeah, man. But so my cousin, first I'm hanging out with him and his brother, and that's wild. If y'all ever heard stories about my cousin, but then. He wanted to go see Cirque Du Soleil, so we went to go see like the cheap version of that.
What's the cheap version? Carnival du Soleil.
Yeah, it ain't the one.
Carnival of the Moon.
It's like the bargain version of it. It's still called Cirque Du Soleil, but it's kind of like the artificial version of it in a way where you don't get the full big ass tent.
Okay.
And the people who are jumping across a football field across the circus and shit. No, there's some people come out there, they do like about 3 or 4 flips.
Oh, okay. four people and they do a few cartwheels.
Yeah. They come out there, they do some flips. One dude catches them, make sure but they not too far from the ground and shit, so in case they gonna bounce back up. It's Cirque Du Soleil light. Like I said, man, if you go see the real Cirque Du Soleil, they dress up in all this makeup and these costumes, and those motherfuckers are bouncing all around the ring. I mean, I'm talking about...
It's a visual spectacle.
Yeah. I'm talking about like half a mile across, over your heads. Like they're superheroes. Yeah, here they seriously, they came out, they this high off the ground. They had dude just threw a girl up about 3 or 4 times. It's like da-da. That was it. I was like, that's it?
Oh.
Where's the fire and the orchestra and the music?
Maybe that's the B squad. Like they're training to be in the real Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah. Maybe so.
It's the barber college version.
It's the clown college version. Then they got some people back there. It's a good show. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying because it's impressive. I can't do that. I mean, and they because it's still impressive what they do. It's incredible. Like a guy comes out and juggles with precision, and I don't know how he does it. I mean, they throwing shit at him and everything, but but most of it is just dudes in the background just playing drums and one playing a saxophone and shit. While one person at a time come out, just do a flip and like, yay, that's it.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Yeah.
I said ta-da!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they set up a hoop. They do shit. You know what it look like? They do shit that mascots do at the football games. They bounce on a trampoline and jump through a hoop and just, hey, I did something.
It's like backyard wrestling.
Yeah. They set up one hoop. And I said, y'all better set that shit on fire or something. No? Just the hoop.
Oh, you got to get the real one if you want to see fire.
Yeah. And one chick jumped off a little trampoline and landed on another trampoline and like, look at that. Yay. Ladies and gentlemen. That was it.
I've seen some shows, not Cirque du Soleil, but some shows where something like that is happening. And I was like, oh, shit, it's building. And then it's just like, okay, the show's over.
That was it.
No,
most of it's comedy.
Oh, really?
You want to know what the biggest parts? When you hear Cirque du Soleil, you expecting like goddamn Batman and Robin, to be swinging off the trapeze and shit.
Yeah.
You expect them to be like 100 miles up in the air.
Sure.
Death-defying feats.
Right. This is the part where Robin's parents die.
Yeah, exactly. You expected Robin to be up there, flying across the goddamn circus, man. Nah. Most of it, after people did their flips, most of it was a comedian who came out, told some jokes. He was funny, but he didn't,
better be.
And the funny thing is, after all them goddamn flips and the acrobatics that they did, all the juggling, most people flocked to him after the show and said, oh my God, you were my favorite part. And you saw those circus people like, fuck you. He don't do shit. All he does is just talk on a microphone and comment. Because that's all he did, just come out.
Oh, he commented on what they were doing? Or on people? He did crowd work?
Yeah, he did crowd work. He just came in just making fun of people. That's it. Didn't break a sweat. Didn't have to do. Shit, barely walked on stage. Took his fucking time. Didn't do shit. Came out there and just looked at people and said, "Look at your stupid ass." Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And they messed these people putting in work, man.
Hey, man, he's the one who entertained y'all the most, sounds like.
It meant everybody went out there, "Oh my God, can I get you?" He just like, yeah. I know he did this shit. Some of this shit is recycled.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I know. Because some of it's spontaneous. It has to be. But I did half that shit he did for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably got a bunch of subroutines and just see somebody who fits it. Oh, this joke will work on them.
Yeah. You want to know what the other act was? So one was a comedian, came out, didn't do nothing but just talk about people's hair and shit. But the other one, this is gonna really get you. The other one was a dude that did shadow puppets. He even came out. He said, and this was his act because they put it on him. After these people did all these flips and twirls and everything, they put it on this dude, and this dude's like, "What the fuck was that?" They're like, "Hey, ladies and gentlemen, hey, I'm the general manager here. I'm just gonna, I'm not like these people here, but I'm gonna show you what I can do." And he took up about 10 minutes doing shadow puppets, like one of them with two rabbits fucking each other.
Please tell me these were the greatest shadow puppets you ever saw.
They were pretty impressive.
Okay,
when those two rabbits started fucking, I was like, "How is he doing that?" It was pretty impressive.
Okay, all right.
But
it's still shadow puppets.
That dude almost got a standing ovation.
Oh, wow.
People were like, "My God, encore, do that again." Meanwhile, them flippers and twirlers, they were like, "Man, what the fuck is going on? We're the hardest working people here." And shadow puppets and cap it on people, that's what y'all want. I felt bad for them, man. Because it was almost like when they came out doing flips, it was almost like the crowd like, yeah, hurry up.
Yeah. Flip on over there.
Where's the comedian? It was still good though. It was very impressive.
Okay.
They do that show twice a day, so they put in a lot of work.
Yeah.
I'm making it sound. I'm being shitty. You know how I am. But it was a very.